What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We are here back on Need for Speed Unbound, and I want to take a moment to make a little bit of a different video. I want to make this to be more of a discussion kind of thing, because I really want to talk about the monetization that was done in this update, and you know what the car packs are looking like. So first, when you load up the game, you get this beautiful McLaren F1 for free, which is totally cool. It's awesome, you know, free card, not really do a whole lot. That's cool. You know, it's always nice to get that kind of, you know, little gifts, which are really nice. So it's clean, it looks good. It looks like it's got the similar body kit to the one in Need for Speed Heat when it came out. And you know, we had the whole black market DLC or challenges that came out. That was really cool. And that update, it was really cool because you got one free car and you got one optional paid car, which was actually this one. And so this actually leads well into the topic that I want to talk about, which is the car packs for this update. So if we go to the speed pass, we go to the store, right here, right in the middle, we got three different car packs. So we got the Lotus, we got this Volume 4 Customs pack, and we got the Hip Hop Origins swag pack. The big issue that I have with it is this one right here, which is the Volume 4 Custom pack. So the reason being is that you pay $5.99 and you get 3 vehicles in this game, which is the Polestar 1, Eddie's Skyline, and Rachel's 350. This to me looks like they were paywalling these 3 vehicles that were free in the previous game, where you got the Polestar 1 for completing the game, were unlockable after you complete the game. Then you got Eddie's Skyline after completing Dex's storyline for free, you know, just gave it to you. And then you got Rachel's 350 by completing the drifting storyline, which was pretty easy, pretty straightforward. So I don't understand why EA and Criterion have decided to take these 3 vehicles that were free in the previous game and put them on paywall, when they could have done something similar to where you can unlock them by completing the objectives or completing some of the events. To me, that just seems wrong, and it kind of rubs me the wrong way. I don't really understand why they're doing this, and it's also going to feel like it's going to make other people in the community kind of upset. You know, like if you really do like these cars, you have to pay $6 for them when you can go back to Heat and, you know, check them out and play with them and use them and everything. And even then, even though I was just on there a little bit ago, and there's still plenty of people online on Heat, so I don't get why they decided to make these ones into a paywall. That to me doesn't make any sense. Not an expert when it comes to game development, but I imagine it's not that difficult to put them in the game. I think they're just wanting to squeeze a couple extra dollars out of the community, because I mean, some of these packs are kind of spendy. I mean, again, if you have the funds to do so, you can, but if you're struggling and you know you don't have the funds to spend it, don't do it. It's not worth to spend $5 or $6 on these vehicles. So with this update on it, I mean, yeah, you got this really nice car, and you also are able to unlock this Porsche right by level 50. You get this 911 Carrera. You know, I like, if they wanted to, I think an easier or a nicer way to do this was actually incorporate those vehicles into the speed pass, because that way it incentivizes to grind out and complete more of the speed pass. Because I mean, you only get one car out of here, you get a ton of visual, like a ton of little cosmetic things that I'm personally not going to use. Maybe I'll use some of the clothing, but that's kind of a rare instance that I'll do that. It's going to make it easier. So I guess a comparison to this to where it was done correctly is the Crew 2, where they're actually taking all of like Summit vehicles and everything. I think some of the Motor Pass vehicles that were, you know, paid ones in the Crew 2 are going to be in the Crew Motor Fest, and they're actually making those available to purchase. So if you miss out on them, you can purchase them in the new game, and that's actually really cool because, you know, it gives you a second opportunity to get them. And I think it's going to be nice when the Motor Fest comes out, and I bet they're going to have new exclusive cars, new custom cars that you'll pay for them, and you know, that's going to make it worth it to you. But I just don't get why, if they were free in the previous game, why are you going to bring them to the new game and you're going to charge people $5 for them? That to me just feels like you're not really listening to what the community wants. That to me, it feels like you're just gonna, you know, nickel and dime the players so you can make money. And obviously making money is good because you're going to be development, but I feel like it's the wrong way about going to get those microtransactions. Again, I feel like I've said in the previous, like in a couple previous videos, you know, do something like the motor pass, add more cars in here, have a free and have a premium tier, to where, you know, you get some of the free cosmetic items, you get one vehicle, and then you make the other ones those premium ones that you pay for, that you will unlock, because again, it's just a visual customization that it's doing on it. You know, I feel like that's gonna incentivize us more to do these speed passes. The speed passes, it's gonna make it more fun. It's gonna make me want to grind it out, because now that once I get to level 50, I'm probably gonna stop again and not continue. It's also gonna make people come back to the game and play some more. I mean, yeah, it was nice to see more people online, but they're all doing the link ups, and I feel like we should all do a little more racing on here instead of doing the link ups. I think that's gonna make the game last a little longer. But I mean, I'll hold my breath and see. Hopefully, maybe the next update, even though this one just came out, you know, a few days ago, it's heading in the right, like I said at the beginning, it's taking one step forward and a few steps back, as they're making good progress. But they also trip up on that progress by doing these little things, like paywalling these 3 vehicles that were in the previous game. I know I'm gonna sound like a broken record throughout this whole video, so I guess, you know, the drinking game of the day is gonna be how many times I say previous game or paywalling, all that good stuff. But again, you know, it's just want to, you know, make a point across. Obviously, with this type of video, I don't want anybody to kind of go after EA. You know, we want to make this a conversation so they can probably hear us out and maybe change this in the future. But what are your guys' thoughts down below? Like, should this be something that goes on? Should they keep doing this? To me, it feels like it's wrong. I don't think this is something that is good for the community long term, because this is going to leave a sour taste in our mouth of like, okay, in the next game that comes out, are you going to take all these vehicles that you've made that look really cool and, you know, very custom and very awesome looking, and are you going to just paywall them again to rebuy them again? Or are they going to just throw it back in there and make them unlockable so we can purchase them with in-game money instead of real game currency? With me, that's a huge difference. Because obviously, you know, in this game money, like making it look, for example, like I have 5.1 million in this game, and if there just isn't any really vehicles, there aren't any vehicles or new vehicles that are in the game that actually entice me to go and spend the money to get them. Granted, they added the Taycan in there, which is actually cool. If you want to see a video on that, I'll try to put it at the top. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of all I got to say it off my chest. I'll get off my soapbox. Again, comment down below what you guys' thoughts on it. What could they fix? What could they change? But yeah, anything else? Just have anything else to say on that? If you guys did enjoy the content, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. Again, like I said, you know, what can they change? Is it right? Why are they doing this? And then what should we hopefully expect to see in the future of not just the lifespan of Bound, but maybe in the next games coming up? You know, what they could do, what can they do to obviously make their microtransactions, but then also make it worth it, and, you know, entice the players to keep going. Anything else? Thanks so much, guys. Have a great day. We'll see you next video. Peace out.